Let's do question 4. We need to find the inverse of this function. For step 1, you need to check whether this function is one-to-one. Okay, kita cuma akan check sama ada dia one-to-one function kalau dia suruh kamu detect sama ada function ni ada inverse ataupun tidak. Tapi untuk soalan ni, dia memang kata cari saja inverse. This means that there's no need for you to do step 1. Straightforward, terus masuk step yang kedua. Okay, so step yang kedua selalunya kita cari F inverse kan? But here in the question, we have Gx. Therefore, the inverse is G inverse. So step 2 is to find G inverse. So we need to use the property G inverse is equal to X. And we need to let G inverse becomes Y. So now this equation will become Gy equal to X. So what is Gy? If you look at Gx, if this is X, this is also X. Therefore, substitute Y into X. So, what is Y? Note that we need to find G inverse, so this is actually our G inverse. And whenever you find the inverse function, always take note what is the condition on X. So here, on the right hand side here, we have 3 minus X as denominator, and we know that 3 minus X must not equal to 0, therefore X must not equal to 3. And this is our real G inverse. So, untuk inverse function, biasakan kamu sentiasa tulis apa saja maklumat yang kamu boleh dapat daripada kamu punya inverse function tu. Letak dia kat tepi. And hence, we need to draw both Gx and G inverse on the same axis. And then you need to state the domain and range. So, kat sini Miss nak bagi tips. Kalau kamu perlu lukis dua-dua function, which is the original function and its inverse, the tips is that just draw only one graph first. So, lukis saja salah satu graph. So, you can choose either Gx or G inverse. Kamu lukis je salah satu. Kalau kamu nak guna Gx, kamu lukis saja Gx dulu. Kalau kamu nak guna G inverse, kamu lukis saja G inverse dulu. So, katakanlah untuk soalan ni kita nak lukis Gx. So, jangan tengok lagi dah kamu punya G inverse. Kamu lukis Gx sahaja. And then, bila dah lukis kamu punya Gx, kamu lukis pula Y equal to X. So, Y equal to X is a 45 degree straight line going up. So, how do you get the G inverse? Okay, basically, G inverse adalah mirror image kepada Gx kamu. So, kamu punya mirror adalah Y equal to X. So now we have all the information that we need. So let's try and sketch our graph. For this question, you need to draw a very big graph. So lukis x-axis dengan y-axis besar. For reciprocal, always draw your vertical asymptote and horizontal asymptote first. Vertical asymptote is at x equal to -half and the horizontal asymptote is y equal to 3. Our function gx is in the second quadrant and the fourth quadrant. So, untuk memudahkan kerja, kamu tengok kat mana x-intercept dengan y-intercept. So, we have the coordinate 1, 6, 0 and 0, -1. So, that's our intercept. So, this is our asymptote. This is quadrant 1, 2, 3 and 4. So our graph is in the second quadrant and the fourth quadrant. So pastikan bila kamu lukis dia mesti sentuh kamu punya asymptote. Wajib label ini function apa. So this is gx. Tak perlu tulis semua gx equal to apa. Cukup gx sahaja. So dah settle kan untuk gx kan? And then untuk cari G inverse, kamu wajib lukis y equal to x dulu. So y equal to x is a straight line at 45 degree going upward. Label y equal to x. So bayangkan ini sebagai kamu punya mirror. So G inverse is the mirror image of gx and gx here. So Miss akan gunakan color pen yang berbeza, tapi kamu hanya guna pensel sahaja. Okay? So, Miss gunakan color pen yang berbeza supaya kamu nampak which one is gx, which one is g inverse. So, kalau ada asymptote, sila lukis asymptote dulu. Here, we have x equal to -half kan? So, bila kamu buat kamu punya mirror image, dia mesti akan sentuh di sini juga. Yang basically kamu kat mana kamu sentuh y equal to x, itu pun kamu kena sentuh y equal to x juga. Okay? So, bila dia jadi mirror image, dia akan ada kat sini dan dia akan terbalik jadi y equal to -half. The other asymptote is y equal to 3 dan dia sentuh dekat sini kan? So, bila kamu buat dia punya mirror image, dia akan jadi straight line menegak dan dia akan sentuh dekat situ juga. Tapi this time dia akan jadi x equal to 3. So, dah settle untuk asymptote. Sekarang ni kita lukis pula untuk graph. So, kita akan lukis dulu yang paling dekat dengan y equal to x, which is this one. Kalau graph gx kamu, dia sentuh y equal to x dekat sini, mirror image pun dia akan sentuh dekat sini juga. So, kamu bayangkan ini sebagai cermin. So, this one dia akan bentuk dia macam ni. This one bentuk dia macam ni kan? So, ini pun kamu lukis macam tu juga. So, dia akan jadi macam ni. Bentuk G inverse kamu dan dia akan mendekati kamu punya asymptote. So, kalau this one dia sentuh 1/6, ini pun dia punya mirror image dia akan jadi 1/6 juga. This one here is -1. So, kat sini pun dia akan jadi -1 juga. Sebab this one adalah mirror image untuk this one. So, dah settle untuk mirror image untuk graph yang ini. Tapi jangan lupa kita ada lagi satu graph dekat sini. So, dia punya mirror image dia adalah dekat sini. So, dah settle lah kita punya G inverse. So, jangan lupa label. So, kita punya G inverse dekat sini dan juga sini kan. So, suka hati kamu. Kamu nak tulis G inverse kat sini pun boleh. Kamu nak tulis G inverse dekat sini pun boleh. And that is how you draw the function gx and g inverse on the same axis. So ini lukisan kamu memang akan nampak serabut bila graf kamu adalah reciprocal. Sebab reciprocal dia ada banyak asymptote. But don't forget you need to state the domain and range. So to find domain and range, just look at one graph only. Okay, so katakanlah kamu nak tengok graph GX. So do not look at G inverse, only look at GX only. So we want to find domain of G and range of G. So for domain of G, you always have the graph from x equal to negative infinity until it reach x equal to negative half. But it doesn't touch x equal to negative half. So you'll get this interval. But don't forget, we still have this function here. So starting from negative half again, it goes up until x equal to positive infinity. But it doesn't touch x equal to negative half. So you'll get this interval. And we put union in the middle. Now, what about range? Okay, range, starting from y negative infinity, it goes up until it reach y equal to 3, but it doesn't touch y equal to 3. But don't forget about the graph here. So, starting from y equal to 3, it goes up until y equal to positive infinity, but it still doesn't touch y equal to 3. And we put union in the middle as per usual. So that's the domain and range of G. So what about the domain and range for G inverse? Domain of G is always equal to range of G inverse. Range of G is always equal to domain of G inverse. And that's how you find domain and range of both functions.